Witness the grace of bottlenose dolphins right here on Delmarva and help preserve one of the ocean's most majestic animals.
Paying it forward, what you can be doing today to help our children of tomorrow.
And we're at Beach Bounders in Fruitland, coming up the benefits of gymnastics, plus how the Summer Olympic Games help business here at Beach Bounders.
And wait till you hear the sound of 13-year-old Griffin Dunn, a local up-and-coming pop star, maybe the next Justin Bieber. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Starting right there, it's you that I mentioned.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I don't know which I'm looking forward to more, our very own Griffin Dunn or
our very own Brian
jumping up and down
Spires.
the trampoline. I'm Jimmy Hoppa. Welcome to Delmarva Live from Historic Studio D.
And we would love to welcome our studio audience today. So glad you're here. All right. They look like they're ready for a show. Yeah. So as you may be aware, maybe not, today.
I don't know how you wouldn't be.
Yeah, today is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
And I got to ask, is anybody in the audience suspicious? Clap
Do you
if
you worry about
are.
Friday the 13th? No
You
big
worry
deal.
about Friday the 13th?
Nobody cares.
Super suspicious. Did I say suspicious?
Super suspicious people.
Our producer gets in her, she's like, super suspicious.
So anyway, there's all kinds of things that are supposed to be. The fear of Friday the 13th. Have we got that? Can we show that real quick? Here's the word for
Oh my goodness.
frigatriskaidekaphobia. That's the fear of Friday the 13th, just in case.
Frigatriskaidekaphobia.
Yeah, apparently what the deal is, the frigga part comes from the name of the Norse goddess for whom Friday was named.
Oh.
And of course, decaphobia is for the fear of number 13, so just in case.
That's kind of interesting.
See, you learn all kinds of things on this show. It's absolutely incredible.
So do you do anything different on Friday the 13th? No.
I go under ladders. I look for black cats.
Do you? I'm flying tonight.
You're flying tonight?
Yeah.
You're not fear of anything. She's
No.
not scared of anything. So,
Ask me on Monday.
you're going to be here, right?
Aww.
That was a bad thing to do. So one of the hot topics that we're talking about this afternoon, having a ball on the Nanticoke. That is the theme for the 18th annual Nanticoke Riverfest. It's again this summer. It got underway last night. Apparently the weather was absolutely beautiful for their kickoff. And they're going to kick off here again in about an hour as well. Got vendors, carnival rides, Mayor's Challenge, Little and Junior Miss Pageant entertainment with Bo Dickerson Band right there on the main stage. It's going to be a large time. Oh, and we learned from our executive producer, Renee, if you're headed that way coming from the south, do not try to take the drawbridge and Blades.
Oh, yeah?
They got it opened up, so don't go that way. And she says that she has noticed when that happens in the years past, of course they got to reroute going all the way around.
Right.
People take the other way to get to 13. And suddenly there's more accidents.
Oh, really?
Because I guess more people are involved and they're getting upset about having to go around, so somebody will stop, somebody behind them's not paying attention, and then it starts, and you've got these chain collisions, one right after the other. So if you go that way and you're coming from the south, don't take the Blades Bridge and watch out for in front of you, behind you, the whole night.
Yeah,
But it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. I need to go to that. Also this weekend, something I've been to a few times in the past, the OC Tuna tournament. I don't know if you've never been there before. It's so much fun to watch the boats come in with their catch. Anglers are competing for payouts that average about $500,000.
Average?
Average $500,000. They have two categories: the largest fish and I believe the total amount of fish.
You mean all this time I've been going out for catfish?
Yeah. You need
Trying
to,
to get the little bluegills. I need to be going for the tuna. I've seen some of them. I haven't been out there for the weigh-ins either, but those fish are huge.
They're huge, yeah.
And I've heard it's a lot of fun on the boat when you start hooking into them.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes like literally hours to reel them in. But the tuna tournament's going on all 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Everybody who's involved in it, or I guess the competitors, are only allowed to compete 2 of the 3 days. So,
oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
okay. So they want to do
organizers say that 60% of the entry fee goes back into prizes, so a lot of money.
Those are some big purses.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
While we're talking about that, and that of course is out of the Ocean City Inlet.
Right.
There. If you're in Ocean City, if you like to go to the beach, if you like to bodyboard on the beach, there's a whole thing going on about the bodyboards. Here's the deal. A bodyboard
Or boogie board.
Well, a boogie board.
Right?
I guess it's the same thing. Quite honestly, I don't know. I think it is the same thing. If you go out in the water on a bodyboard, it can't be more than 42 inches. Can't be more than 3.5 feet long.
Okay. You don't have your.
I don't have my tape measure. That's about as long as my arm.
You had it the other day.
Yeah, that's a little bit longer than my arm.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. That's all you can do. That's an ordinance that was established in 1972.
Really?
But the Beach Patrol's kind of been looking the other way. You know, go ahead. Well, apparently somebody recently complained that they saw somebody nearly hit by somebody riding a bodyboard. Bodyboards, boogie boards can go up to 6 feet. So it can be a good sized board and something you can stand up on, and apparently the stand-up paddleboarders also use some of them. Apparently somebody complained that somebody else almost got hit, so the Beach Patrol finally had to start enforcing it after this thing's been on the books since 1972.
Oh my goodness.
And
because of one complaint? Or?
Because of one complaint, it looks like. And you know, I can understand. They were trying to be nice, but finally somebody complained, so they had to start enforcing it. Town council heard about it and said, wait. Let's hold off on enforcing this thing, and let's talk about it Monday to see whether or not we really need to keep this, because it may not have been as much a problem with the size of the board as the person who was on it.
Right.
So that was we'll let you know more about that Monday when hopefully we'll find out something.
That's kind of, to me, that sounds kind of like because a truck hits a car, let's ban all trucks from the highway.
Right.
I don't know.
It makes sense. So they're going to talk about it Monday and find out what's going on there.
All right. A lot of parents are getting ready to send their kids off to college. I'm one of them, so I'm poor. And just found out today, Delaware State University is raising tuition, housing, and meal plans for the 2012-2013 school year.
Everything. Huh?
In-state's going up 4%, out-of-state going up 4.5%. They're not alone, because the Delaware Technical Community College just recently had approved a 5% hike in tuition. So it's getting more expensive to go to school.
Get your education for a good job.
Yeah. And what I'm finding out is, there's tuition, there's housing, there's meal plans, and then there's the nickel and dime stuff.
And nickel and dime ain't no nickel and dime.
Nickel and dime, when you send a kid off to college, is more like,
100 and 200.
Hundreds and 200s. So yeah, you're sending a kid off to college, or if you're a couple years away from that, look at the tuition, but also look at the nickels and dimes, or as Jimmy likes to call them, hundreds and 200s.
Set aside your money, because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
We were talking yesterday about Bennett Middle School having their meeting yesterday. Good news. Unanimously, they approved the bonding, $12.5 million worth to go ahead and build the new Bennett Middle School. So that's good news. These guys have been suffering without air conditioning. I mean, you and I think back, well, we got through school without air conditioning.
Right.
All that kind of, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. Their ADA involvement, they got asbestos in the building. So they're going to tear down that building, which is good news for other reasons too. That means they can finally finish the athletic fields for the high school.
Yeah.
So that's going to get underway, and they're saying it's going to bring hundreds of jobs around too, so they can build it.
So looking at the bright side of all of that, that's good to know. Now we can just get on with it.
You brought a picture when we had storms come through. What was it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago?
Oh, wow. When was that? I don't know. There's the picture right there. Yeah. Courtesy Sam Bryant.
Sam took that picture with his cell phone. Okay? If you look really close there at the church steeple there, that's Faith Community Church in Salisbury, you can see where lightning hit the top of the steeple.
Yeah.
Well, they're finally working on it. They're going to repair the building there. You can see where they've replaced some of the shingles and some of the wiring.
You know, one thing that I was surprised to find out is they don't have a lightning rod on that steeple.
Oh, well, they don't, do they?
No. Do you think they'll put one on now?
Maybe we should.
Or are they just saying, lightning doesn't strike twice, so we're good?
Maybe we should make an improvement, Pastor. Got an idea. Have you ever heard of a gunning skiff?
A what?
A gunning skiff. I'd never heard of a gunning skiff. One of the last gunning skiffs on the eastern shore, if you look closely, you can see it inside this shed. The shed was recently built to display the gunning shed on the Eastern Neck Islands Visitor Center. It's on the other side of the bay. But the gunning skiff is something that had a very low profile, a very flat bottom, so it was really easy to maneuver in the marshes and stuff. And they're thinking this one quite possibly could have been built in 1920 in Chincoteague. And at the time cost maybe a $20 bill, which I guess then was still a pretty good amount of money there. But hunters like to go out in them, and so did poachers.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of history there, but they found this thing. They didn't really restore it, but they cleaned it up, and then they built that shed to protect it on Eastern Neck Island. So you want to stop by there and take a look at that thing. It's a very unique little skiff.
So it's kind of like a duck blind?
Yeah, I guess you
kind
could
of
almost call it that.
floats.
Flat bottom and very low profile
Yeah.
is what they're saying. And it was unique in how they built it because they didn't have to do all the framework inside the boat. They ran the boards across.
Gotcha.
Instead of lengthwise. So
Gotcha.
it's a neat thing to
Pretty
look at.
interesting.
Yeah. Have you seen the big metal stars that people put on the side of their buildings and on fences and things like
Yeah,
that?
and I've always wondered,
There's got to be a story to that.
what's the story? You know, what do they mean? Does it mean, you know, we're friendly people? Does it mean
Yeah, I don't
we're
know.
something?
I mean, those
Does anybody know?
the reflective globes that you see in people. I know what that's about.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know anything about the star. Maybe it's just a country. I don't know. Anyway, the Downtown Dover Partnership is using them to reach for the stars. At least they're looking for artists to reach for the stars. This is one from last year. What you do, it's a community arts project. You register, pick up one of the metal stars, and then stick anything to it you can. You decorate it however you want to decorate it and then put it back in. Not only will that star be on display throughout the entire holiday season from Thanksgiving through Christmas, I think January 4th, then they'll auction them off also to benefit the Downtown Dover Partnership. And so you register. We got some of that information here for you. You register, it's like $25. There's actually first place and second place, $250 first prize, second place is $100. If you want to know more, there's the number to call. 302-678-2940, and they can tell you all about it.
And I'm still wondering what those stars mean. If anybody knows the meaning behind those stars, go ahead and put it on our Facebook. Like us on Facebook if you haven't already.
I mean, they're popular. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So there's got to be.
And my dad was asking me that when he was in town. He's like, "Why do people put all those stars on their house?" I'm like,
So he's from West Virginia. They've got him in West Virginia. He doesn't know either. Okay, so it's all over the place. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah. Hey, love thy neighbor. It's.
Heard that somewhere before?
You've heard that before? Yeah. Well, it may be actually true with reality shows, game shows, things like that.
Really?
You know where I'm going with this? A study of voting patterns on the Weakest Link TV quiz. Anybody watch The Weakest Link? Remember that show? Is it still on? I don't know.
And I know it's on in Britain. I don't know if it's still on here or not.
Well, the study they did provided new evidence that the adage, love thy neighbor, may be hardwired into the human brain.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be. Psychologists at the University of Lincoln who examined the behavior of contestants on the BBC show found players were statistically less inclined to vote off the person who stood next to them and more likely to target competitors who are farther away.
Really?
Yeah.
So that means I'm safe right here?
I love my
going by the psychological
neighbor.
things there?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Hopefully that is the case. That is interesting, though.
That is.
I can face you. I don't want to. You're okay. You're fine. Just stay right where you are. That's okay.
And since we're talking about TV shows, I don't know if y'all heard or not. We have some American Idol viewers in the house today.
Yeah.
Clap if you watch American Idol. They're
Okay,
you can admit
it.
Yeah, Steven Tyler announced he will not return to the 12th season of the show. In his words, quote, "After some long, hard thoughts, I've decided it's time for me to let go of my mistress, American Idol, before she boils my rabbit."
Okay, now that's a scary reference. Wow.
Yeah, Tyler says he's returning to his first love, which is Aerosmith. And they will be releasing a new album this fall.
There's something better to do than American Idol? Mm-hmm. Maybe a band that's proven to be somewhat adequate?
Yeah, I just think it's so funny that he would use a line from the movie Fatal Attraction to make his statement. The news comes as Jennifer Lopez told the Today Show she thinks it's time for her to leave American Idol as well. Her future is still uncertain. Nothing's been
She doesn't know. She hasn't
announced.
decided.
Meanwhile, Randy Jackson still, after 12 years, not saying a thing, just sitting there saying, "Yo, dog," or
I see him come, I see him go, I'm still right here.
Yeah, just staying right here.
Wow. So, and didn't they say something about Mariah Carey?
I don't know. They're always throwing names out there. Always. Janet Jackson, who knows?
Next on American Idol, Lisa Bryant and Jimmy Hoppa will be the judges.
Still to come on Delmarva Life, turning wood into works of art. Meet the man who's getting international attention from a simple hobby in his own backyard.
And you know, many of us have seen the Atlantic bottlenose dolphins along Delmarva's coast. Who doesn't love that? Why one group that works for those dolphins needs your help.
And Brian is in Fruitland this afternoon at Beach Bounders. Brian, today we're talking gymnastics.
We certainly are, Jimmy and Lisa. As a matter of fact, We're immersed in it. When we come back, we're going to talk about the benefits of gymnastics. Plus, even though the Olympic Games may be a world away, we'll explain how they actually help business here at Beachbounders. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. You're watching Delmarva Life. We will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.